Share common interests. We both served in the Army. Alicia served in the National Guard. I served in the active Army. We actually met right after high school. We were both joining the Army. We lived around each other, didn't know each other, met through some friends, and found out we were both joining the military. And then we fell in love, and we found out we had so much in common. We both served in the military through our 20s. We feel like we dedicated our 20s to service with everything that was going on in the country at that time, and we gained a lot. We learned a lot about ourselves. We kind of got reinvented through the military, which was good for us. But then we decided to move on. We wanted to come back home, so we came back home. We went to school. We had some career fields in mind. We started to miss things that you experience in the military, the importance, the pride, the decision making, all those different things that are crucial day in and day out. It kind of got boring. So somewhere along the way, we learned about veterans becoming farmers. I don't know what it was. I don't know if we heard it for a second, but we thought that sounded awesome. And we didn't know how we were going to do it. We didn't know how we were going to figure that out, but we started looking for something that could be a farm. And we found this place. We went, it was Alicia and I with our realtor and my parents, and her dad was there. And we found this place in Gardners 6 years ago. And the house is about 10 feet from the road, and the property goes alongside this road. But you didn't know that there was a barn there. You didn't know that there was a field there. It was so overgrown. The property that we found in our price range had about 40 years of neglect. And we fell in love with it. We thought, well, this is how we're going to get started. This is the way in. We're going to fix this place up. So we didn't know what we were doing or what we were getting into, but we just went from there. And I don't really think we called ourselves farmers or anything yet, because we didn't even know if we had a farm. But after a couple years of fixing everything up, just moving trees, clearing brush, tons of rubbish, hauling it away. We started to take a direction and started to kind of realize that you can't do everything with a wheelbarrow, but you can do a lot with it. But we tried. Then we kind of felt lost, like we didn't really know where to go next. And we learned about this Facebook group we saw. It's called the PA Veteran Farming Project, and we're like, well, that's cool. There it is. There's other people like us that get out of the military and they want to get involved in agriculture for some reason. So we started to network, and we learned about different programs that were out there, and we started to learn that there was all these other veteran farmers in Pennsylvania and how they networked together and they learned from each other, and it kind of made us feel like we were at home in our agricultural industry. And then we learned about the Farmer Veteran Coalition, and there's these grants, and we thought that was pretty exciting and cool. So we, back in February, there was some extra fencing material, and we told them, the FVC, we told them about our experience doing everything with a wheelbarrow or by hand, and one of the questions was in there was, do you need a tractor? And we said, we desperately need a tractor. We don't have one, but we'll just keep doing manual labor for now. And nothing was going to stop us. We figured we would get one eventually on our own, and August rolls around, and we had an email, and it said, would you and Alicia be available for a conference call on September 4th? And we thought, oh boy, what's this? So we said, sure, yeah, absolutely. And we started to get our hopes up because we knew about Kubota and the Geared to Give program, and we weren't real sure though. But come to find out, we spoke to the president of Kubota that day, the president of the Farmer Veteran Coalition, the president of Land Pride Equipment, and the regional manager for Kubota in our area, and they only had one question for us. They asked us, "Are you ready to see what a Kubota can do for you?" And so we lost it. We bawled. We were so excited to know that we were getting this tractor, and then the daydreaming started. We started thinking about all the things that we could do, and we were talking about the other day with this tractor and what it means to us. Like, just knowing that we were considered for that is such an honor, because we know there are thousands of people like us, these veterans turned farmer, and there's a lot of pride in that. But knowing that we were even just in the running for that, there's as much honor as there is in receiving that tractor. But now we realize not only do we owe it ourselves and everything around us to follow our dream and make it happen. Now we got Kubota counting on us. We got the Farmer Veteran Coalition counting on us, and we're not going to let them down. Thank you. So on our farm, what we do is, like I said, the first couple of years we didn't really have a direction. We didn't know which way to go because we were so busy fixing everything up. And we had an old wood lot. It was actually a pasture about 30 years ago, but it had been grown up that much. And to kind of save us on labor, we thought we would get some goats in there and put them to work. And we were just amazed by what they did with the brush. And then we fell in love with the responsibility and learned about the whole industry behind goats today, the whole industry behind goats today, the diversity that calls for the meat market and everything else that goes with it. And we fell in love with that, and we said that's what our farm is. That's what we're going to do. And so we raised the boar goat, which is the largest, the commercial breed, and we raised those. And we're still growing. We only have about 18 right now, but our goal is to go up to 50 does. And start producing those as a sustainable livestock and start feeding the region. We're located in Gardners. We have a Facebook page. We're located in Gardners, Pennsylvania. We're called the Tenpenny Farm. The reason why we call it the Tenpenny Farm is because we collected buckets of old 10-penny nails trying to fix up the outbuildings and everything else as we worked along. So we just figured it was fitting, the Tenpenny Farm.
Everything was fitted together with 10-penny nails.
Yep, old 10-penny nails. When a hinge would come out, their idea, they would leave like the old nail in there, and then they put 3 more in. So we're like a hardware store. If you guys need used nails or anything like that, Tenpenny Farm on Facebook, Gardners, PA.
That's right. Yep. Thank you. So that's a round of applause. So this is the kind of story that we need to have in the narrative of how we talk about this connection